What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you with yet again another perfume experience. And today I have something very special for you guys, and that is comparing Areej Le Dore History of Indian Oud against ASQ, or otherwise known as Abdul Qurashi, 150-year-old aged Kalakasi Oud. So both of them are aged. Obviously, the Abdul is older, and yeah, this one should be very interesting. So the first thing I'm gonna point out is that the Abdul is much darker, much more resinous and thicker. So yeah, just going by the color. It's also much more oily resinous. Meanwhile, the Areej Le Dore is more liquid fluid. So yeah, we will be going over a perfume experience of both. And what I will do is I had to have coffee. I will be applying it on and just walking you guys through my notes on each one, and then just really highlighting which one I prefer. Now, obviously ASQ is pricier than Areej Le Dore, but you know, we'll see how that works out at the end. But with that said, make sure to grab your favorite snack, your favorite bevy, sit back, relax, and enjoy the awesomeness coming your way. I've got some Burundi coffee today to enjoy. My favorite note here is the maraschino cherry note, which is just to die for. Okay, so first off, what I will do is I will apply just some of the cushion. I have to be careful. By the way, you guys, once you get into aged fermented ouds, it's an addiction, you guys. I'm just gonna do a light swab because I don't need a lot, but wow. I honestly really sometimes hate having to apply this because it's so goddamn, and it gets better with time. Oh yeah, this is just majestic. All right, so actually, yeah, oh my god, I have to twist my forearm. So here's the little swab of Abdul Qurashi, 150-year-old aged Kalakasi Oud. And next, ladies and gents, we will apply Areej Le Dore on the other arm. God, I'm like intoxicated by Abdul Qurashi. Okay, and all right, and the spray, you literally don't need to press far down. Okay, I'll let both air. Actually, let me show you Areej Le Dore. So here's the spray print. So this is straight up oud to the best of my knowledge, so just to show you guys, hopefully. Oh man, I've got a shadow, so I can't show you guys. Okay, let me try this. So this is right here. As you can see, the stain from Abdul Qurashi, and this here is from Areej Le Dore, and my skin is already eating it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'll sip the coffee to neutralize my nose a bit. And let's get into it. Okay, so strength-wise, off of the get-go, ASQ wins, you guys. Holy hell, like that concentrated, thick resinous oil is just, yeah, I can barely smell Areej Le Dore compared to this. Here's what's really interesting. Okay, so strength-wise, ASQ. Having them both next to each other makes Areej Le Dore History of Indian Oud smell really sweet, which is weird because there is no sweet note in this. yeah, it just smells sweeter, airier, almost mentholy, which it does have that quality, but compared to ASQ, again, not as mentholy. It has this spicy, smoky, incensey note, very subtle, which is reminiscent of the history of Indonesian oud. Yeah, I mean, listen, you can't, you can't compare. Um, yeah, oud needs to be applied with a swipe. Like, listen, I love the convenience of Areej Le Dore being in a spray bottle, but wow, it's just, the two of them actually will go very, very well together because the oil dab actually brings out the sort of sweetness of the spray. But listen, listen. With all due respect to Areej Le Dore, ASQ is like, whoa, wins this by, wow. Again, it probably has a lot to do with the implementation methodology. Obviously, the oil swipe is gonna be much more concentrated. Also, this oil here is so thick, you guys, that I'm just gonna, it's gonna be much more overpowering. I probably can get more of an effect by spraying this more, but even if we did that, I mean, there's a difference. There's a huge difference in the quality of the oud, you can tell. So with this one, which is ASQ 150-year-old aged Kalakasi Oud, it's fermented, it's more resinous, it's more mentholy, it's more incensey. You get the blue cheese, you get slight barnyardy, but it's very, very heady, very majestic, very regal, very powerful. Like, it just smells like money. Like, it smells like you spent a lot of money on that oud, which I did. it's more than two and a half times the price of Areej Le Dore for this. I think this was 3 grams. It's not even like a full tola. So yeah, it's night and day difference. I mean, when I did Areej Le Dore, which I do have an upload on my channel, just going over my perfume experience with this. When I did this on its own, it smelled sort of fermented, mentholy, incensey, yada yada. Now compared to ASQ, it's just, I'll be honest with you, I can barely even smell it. Like, ASQ makes Areej Le Dore seem so tame, you guys. It is insane. Wow, because like, when you smell each one separately, it's very different as an experience, relative to comparing them. And just now that I'm going through this, my God. Yeah, Areej Le Dore just smells very resin sweet. It's actually, okay, Areej Le Dore's Indian oud is the closest thing to taking a piece of thinly sliced oud wood that's full of resin and slowly lighting it up on coal. So you get this incensey, sweet, spicy, sugary scent. Meanwhile, with ASQ, it's just straight up regal, royal, fermented, mentholy, incense, concentrated oud. And again, remember that here you're dealing with a very thick resinous oil. Meanwhile, this is diluted, you guys, so it will operate better as a perfume. I will give credit to Areej Le Dore that it has done an amazing job capturing the essence of Indian oud. Now, I will say, listen, I gotta be honest here. This wins for me. I mean, it's about 2.5 to 3 times the price of this. Um, so it's just obviously you're getting what you're paying for. But if you actually bought this, I still would say, I mean, I most certainly do not have any qualms with it. But for the price point, you're getting to experience something that's regal, something that, such as this, which I think this for 3 grams was almost $2,000, which is very inaccessible for a lot of people. This with about like what 500 maybe, if I remember correctly. So I mean, it really depends on how much you want to spend. I do think both address do Indian Oud fair justice, especially with this. This is beyond fair justice. But it really depends on what your price point is, right? If your budget is on more the lesser end, and not to say that you're compromising on quality, rather more just the strength and performance, as well as just how strong of a note on not quality, how strong of a note you're looking for in terms of Indian Oud, then Areej Le Dore is a perfect choice. But if you really, really want the Rolls Royce of fermented 150-year-old aged oud, listen, ASQ does a fantastic job. You're not. Yeah, it's just so different, you guys. It's ASQ hands down just blows Areej Le Dore out of the water. It's just, yeah, it's just so, yeah, it's just so regal and majestic, and it's just, yeah, it's you can't go wrong with this. And I feel like I'm repeating myself, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap it up here, you guys. Let me know your thoughts below if you have both, or what you think, or what your input is on this. This is the first time I've compared these two on camera for you guys, but also experiencing it myself. And I'll be honest with you, I did not think there would be that much of a stark difference, but there is. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Areej Le Dore versus ASQ 150-year-old aged Kalakasi Oud? And yeah, which one would you prefer? I mean, obviously, as per my reaction, and as I've stated, for me, it's the ASQ is the clear winner of this. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, just to emphasize, you cannot go wrong with either. They're fantastic, both of them. It's just different price points, and you're getting what you're paying for. The more you pay, the more you get. So just keep that in mind. But nothing bad to say about Areej Le Dore. It's a fantastic perfume, and I certainly do enjoy it. I was just a bit shocked by the difference in performance and just the overall scent profile, if you wish. With that said, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. As per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.